So I was asked a question about how do I come up with ideas on how to launch products. And if you talk to a copywriter, they're going to say, let me write the copy, then you create the product, which I always thought was weird. Um, but how it worked for me is back in 2008 when I started into product launching, I had problems with the websites I was trying to run. And I was very frustrated by that problem. And I wanted to be able to scale what I was doing because it was working well at a micro basis. I figured, well, if I can make $5 or $6 a day on this website doing this, what if I can build a bunch of them and I made $5 or $6 on each one? Couldn't I make as much money as I want to make, which is true. Back in those days, the systems I was using worked very well. And they don't anymore, but they did back then. So I actually went on to a website that's no longer around. It was called freelancer.com. I think they're now Upworks. And I just posted a project I had on writing a little plugin for WordPress blogs that would solve this problem for me, to make it so I could expand and scale my websites without spending a ton of money on hosting and stuff. It was a pretty simple idea, and I found a young man out of India that offered to do the project for $75. So I worked with him and we got the project done and it worked. I continued to use it, work it, and scale it and adjust it. I think the total investment I had in the software come 2010 when I finally launched it, I think I had about $250 invested into it. I had a copywriter who was a friend of mine, and we had been doing a few things together, and we decided to launch this product together. I had a $250 invested in the product. Mike wrote my copy, and we decided to make it a kind of a really high-pressure sales offer, but to still give value in the product. And if you use the product the way we designed it, it would work and help you make money. It was me, anyhow. So we launched that in it was October 2010, and by December we'd made $2.5 million. So you can see how you can turn that $250 piece of software, which was really nothing than me solving a problem for myself, and then offering it out using really great copywriting and the amazing power of ClickBank at the time and an affiliate network that we had slowly built. And we really didn't know the value of that affiliate network until we launched that product. The good news is we did very, very well, and we repeated that 9 months later in a product called Above the Matrix. These are two really high quality products, and people used them, and they would get value out of them. As a matter of fact, I spoke at a live event in 2012. I was at one of Bill McIntosh's events in Atlanta, and I got up on the stage and I was talking about my background in different products. And I was always told by Frank Kern that if somebody comes out and says your name, you might want to duck, because even if you give people good products, most people don't consume them, they don't use it, they don't make anything out of it. Well, here I am at this live event. There's probably 300 people there, and I'm socializing, which is part of your responsibility. Somebody walks up to me and says, I bought one of your products, and my immediate reaction must have been that. And he said, I used it and I was able to make my house payment for 3 years with that product. Man, that was a great thing. So rare when something you actually do or buy has value for your market. Now, automated blogging plugins are a dime a dozen, and they just don't work anymore because Google got wise. And they're not into feeding traffic off the websites that share content that had already been displayed, so it just lost its effectiveness. But it worked great for a few years, and I made a ton of money off the software. So that's exactly what I've done ever since then. Whenever I run into a problem, like recently, I'm uploading these YouTube videos. I'm like, well, how do I syndicate this to my blog? So we came out with this software called the YP channel poster, which will post by your channel or playlist to whatever blog you want automatically. I just upload the videos, it does everything else to my network of blogs. So like all I'm going to do is upload this and it's going to take care of everything else for me. That's pretty cool. And what I noticed is an immediate skyrocketing in traffic at the websites, and then I added in some additional software to those websites that were already developed, already free. All I had to do is mix it in and come up with a formula, and lo and behold, I was getting 10 to 15 times the amount of traffic that I was before. So we're offering that as a product now called the Amplified Traffic System. Why is it amplified? If you just drive YouTube videos through it, it's going to do well. But if you follow through on the rest of the system, it's going to do amazingly well if you do quality work. So how I come with products to launch is solving my own problems and then thinking, was there a way we can write software to do it? And once the software is written, how do we get it to market? I've yet to repeat the success I had 9 years ago, but I'm not even really trying anymore. I am basically just putting things together and making them available on ClickBank without doing product launches and stuff because of the headaches associated with that. But at the end of the day, if you're looking to do a product launch, don't come up with gimmicks, don't come up with hacks, figure out something that works. If you can get a little software to automate it, and then come up with someone to write your sales on it, unless you're a good copywriter, bingo, go for it. Hey, thank you so much for watching our videos. We have a couple more videos for you to check out right here. Plus, there's a picture of me. If you click on that, you can subscribe to our channel. Also, hey, if you like what we're doing here, ask questions. I'll make additional videos based on the questions that are asked. And also, give this a thumbs up so that we can help the channel out and do more service for all the community.